Hello everyone. So we are getting ready to do a demo of the Deluxe palette, makeup palette that many of you have purchased. It looks like this. This is Casey Cheers. Many of you have the exact same one or maybe a variation or two in color. I may be getting cut off, but today the video is all about Tatiana. So we have done half her face, so turn your head, close your eyes. I'm going to show you how to redo this look with 5 steps using our 5-step guide. And then know that if you have this palette and a few different colors, you can do the same techniques that we're showing today. So we're going to get started. For simplicity and ease of doing this quickly, we've done half of Tatiana's face. So this is the finished product, and then we're going to show you how to do it over here. So step 1 is your foundation, concealer, and powder. So we're going to start in the center of the face. I am using the Luminous foundation in cream beige, probably a touch too dark for Tatiana, but it works. I am going to start, like I said, in the center of the face. I like to use this brush or our blender brush, and the Luminous foundation looks like this. This is one of those things where you probably just want to grab what you have in your hometown. If you live near us, we can certainly help color match or send some samples. I'm going to put this right on her eyelid. Okay, look way up. We also have an eye primer, an eye and lip primer, which is super helpful if you have a long day of competition. Okay. And when I do this, you can see I am blending up into her ear. Okay, so turn your head this way. Turn your head that way a little. And then down into her jawline so you don't see any change in the color of her skin. And this is all blended. All right, so now I'm going to take our foundation stick or any concealer that you guys have, and I'm just going to cover up right here. If you have any blemishes or if you want a little bit more coverage, you can use it like that. Okay, and then I'm going to put this, close your eyes, right on her lid for a base, just to give that shadow something else to stick to, or you can use our eye and lip primer. All right, so the last part of this step is powder. So you just need a translucent powder and you're just gonna set that makeup, okay? Key is on the eyes. And I'll post a few of these translucent powders that we love. Sometimes your primer or foundation is gonna crease. You wanna blend that out and then powder and look up. Same thing under the eye. So if you've done concealer, blend it and then powder up into that crease. And then we're ready for our eye makeup. Okay, so I like to keep makeup simple. Even if you're doing stage makeup, it does not have to be complicated. So I'm gonna do kind of a neutral look today. The key with these colors is, or with any eye, is you wanna pick a light, medium, and a dark. And that technique will help you through any of these looks. So I'm gonna start with this color here. This is our lightest matte shade up here. I love these shadows. They're super creamy and they go on really well. A way to make your product look a little more, so I'm grabbing that again. So I kind of tap it in. That's going to give a little more pigment. Okay. I'm going to use the same brush, guys. I'm going to wipe it off. I get these little guys on Amazon. I am going to take this shade here. So a light, medium, and then we're going to go down to dark for the liner, but we're going to add a little bit of that in the crease. So now just think you want to start in the corner of your eye and work your way over. Just think of doing like a sideways triangle or V. Okay, so I'm going to get a little bit more. This is a nice kind of peachy taupey color. All right, so I'll kind of zoom in there too. Close your eyes. Okay, so now I'm going to take this darker color, but I'm going to grab a smaller brush. So I'm going to grab this brush here. It's kind of pointed because Tatiana has a small eye. So just do what you need to do for your eye shape I'm gonna start here and just add a little color and blend that over. And then I'm gonna take this pointy brush, I'm gonna wipe off a little bit. I feel like I have a little too much on my brush. And I'm gonna go kind of in the crease here and then blend it. So this is our light, medium, dark, and then we're gonna use a super dark color for our liner, which is the black. All right, so say you maybe got too much here. And you went a little overboard on your shadow, close your eyes. So you can come back, just take a little bit more of that white and do that again, okay? These shadows are they're a beautiful, beautiful product. They're real creamy, and so they're really blendable, okay? All right, so now I'm gonna take a really skinny angled brush like that, and I'm gonna use this black color. You could use that too for your liner, but I like the black. You do not need liquid liner. I think one of the hard things about liquid liner is if you mess up, you have to start all over. This is a great guide if you do want to put a layer over your lashes, but you don't really need to. So I'm gonna start here, tap off my brush, you see me tapping it off, and then we're gonna go right along the lash line. If product falls, it is okay, we'll just wipe it off. And the eyes are what take the longest, so I'm just grabbing a little bit more of that black. And keep your eyes closed. All right, so now, open, look that way, and don't blink. A little lower, this way too. There you go. And I'm just gonna put the point of the brush in the corner of her eye and pull it that way. That one little step makes your eyeliner look nice and complete. All right, look way up. If you want to smudge a smidge of color in the corner, you can. I like to keep that pretty light. If you wet the brush, this will make it look a little darker, but overall, we have got a great look here. Now, I'm gonna grab a little bit of this gold, and I'm just gonna use my finger this time, okay? Close your eyes, and I'm just gonna tap this right here. There are a few of you who have like a turquoise color. Some of you have like a silver color in your palette. You can use that right here. So again, I'm just tapping it right there. And then you can go back and add a little bit more or less if you need to. All right, so now we are gonna apply her lash. I am going to use these Ardell 120s. I'm gonna put a little dab of glue on my hand. You wanna let that dry a little and get a little tacky, and then apply it to your lash. Got some good tunes going on in the studio right now. All right, so here's our lash. It is too long for Tatiana's eye. I know that because I've already measured, so you can just grab it. See how long. I'm just gonna cut off the very end of the lash here. You're usually gonna cut off the end part, and there's like a natural place where you would cut it. You can kind of see that in your lash. I get this tool on Amazon. I'm gonna put it right in there. Makes your lash application really easy. Now I'm gonna grab my brush. Okay, so that glue is dried a little bit. Preferably I would like it to be a little tackier. I'm gonna put that glue right along your brush. Okay, I'm gonna wipe that off, and then we're gonna apply the lash. So keep your eyes closed, Tatiana. And the trick is, you're gonna slide it right up her lashes, so we get it right next to those lashes, and there's no break from her real lashes to the fake. I'm gonna hold these in place, make sure the ends are glued really tightly. So I hope you guys saw that. So you're just gonna slide it in, open, and then press, especially in the corners. While her eyes are closed, I'm gonna do her brows. Okay, so make sure you wipe off your brush or have a separate brow brush, because I'm gonna use this angled brush again. I'm gonna mix these two colors together for her brow. I don't like brows to be too dark. I'm gonna tap that off. So again, her eyes are still closed. We're gonna go right along the top of her brow and get that shape first, okay? That makes a huge difference. Sometimes that's all you need to do. For Tatiana, I'm gonna fill in just a smidge right here at the head of her brow and then brush them straight up. That's gonna do two things. That's gonna make your brows look nice and groomed and in place, and it's gonna soften the product a little bit so it's, again, it doesn't look too harsh. Okay, now I'm gonna come back here. Again, if you're using this as your liner, that's great. We're gonna go back to the black, and I'm just gonna add one more layer, and I'm just gonna tap it. I'm gonna tap it right on that glue if there's any glue that's still wet. Okay, and then now you wanna grab like a Q-tip or something. I'm gonna use one of these lash things. Sorry, not a lash, open really wide. So I can see there's a little bit, these are just disposable lipstick wands. So you can kind of get in there and make sure that you don't have any glue in the corner. All right, now we have a bunch of makeup that fell here. I'm gonna wipe it off with this, and usually that's enough. If you need to grab a makeup wipe, you can kind of clean up under your eye, okay? I'm gonna grab my palette again. Again, I'm gonna wipe off that black that I just used because I'm gonna grab this, wipe off that black. I'm gonna go here and hint it back a little. So I'm gonna grab this color or this one. These are both a shimmer. This is your highlighter right here. And look way up. So here, and look way up. I'm gonna put it underneath the eye. That's gonna help open up her eye, okay? If you want a really dark eye, you can take some black. I like to keep the liner just along the top. Sorry for that little jolt. All right, so now I'm gonna get our mascara, and I'm going to blend her real lashes in with the fake. So look straight ahead. And we're just gonna blend that in, start at the base. I always like to do this after I have applied lashes, not before, okay? This is all very, very simple. All right, so now we're gonna keep moving on. I might touch up underneath her eye real quick since we wiped away some of that concealer. Just add a little bit more of your concealer or foundation right there, okay? And then the rest is really simple, guys. All right, so now I'm gonna grab my palette again. I'm gonna grab the pink. You can use either, you can mix them, just have fun with it. Make sure you have a consistent look. With blush, turn your cheek a little. Just think you want a line from the bottom of your nose up to the top of your ear. That's where you're gonna go with your powder. So I'm gonna start right under her eye and then just go right up to the top of the ear. Of course, since this is first stage, we are doing a little exaggerated color. Girls, I encourage you to wear your palettes every day. I love these palettes. When you use it every day, maybe use the lighter color or not so much, okay? Make sure that's all blended. You can use your finger to blend it or those little wipes that we talked about. All right, so we've got a nice blush. And then the last part is lips, highlights, and your contour. So we're gonna do our lip. I'm going to use the red pencil. It is just a little easier to apply on video. A lot of you have the pencil, a lot of you have the liquid matte. These sharpen just like a pencil. It looks like maybe they would turn, they do not. This is another product that a lot of you have. We're gonna apply the same way. So I'm going to have no product on the lip. We put a little lip salve on here at first when we first started applying makeup so that we would have a nice moisturized lip and it wasn't crackly, because then it's really hard to wear your product. This is a great product. We just did a demo earlier in our studio. This is our Smoothing Lip Salve, but it can be applied anywhere. So if your eyes are dry, you can put it here. You can put it on cuticles, also the lip. It's just a multi-purpose salve, so that's a great one. Just make sure you have your lips moisturized. So we're gonna smile while we apply. And I color in the whole lip with this pencil. That applicator, oops, we'll get that in a minute. That applicator on the liquid matte is a fantastic applicator too. You can get a nice, perfect line. Okay, so I'm gonna color that in. And then look towards me just a little. Okay, and then open. So I'm gonna get it way in the corner. You wanna do this with whatever lip color you have, guys, so that when you're on stage, you have color all the way around your lip. Okay, and you can finesse that a little bit more. If you're going to color in your lips a little bit more, the place to do it is, just keep your mouth closed, right here at the Cupid's bow and right here. You want to keep the corners kind of true to your natural lip line. All right, so the last few steps, guys, and we're almost done. You can see we did this makeup pretty quickly. You don't need to take forever doing your makeup. Highlighter. So we're going to take the side of our blush brush now. We're reusing this brush, and I'm going to lay this down on Tatiana's cheek here. I'm going to put it on her nose. I'm going to flip the brush around, and then we'll do this side of her cheek here, okay? I'm going to use this brush again and grab some of this color, so your contour color, and we're going to go right up here in her hairline, all the way in the hair, okay? And that's just going to create a nice kind of a contour and color. All right, and you can blend this out. You can put this right here if you want, a little bit underneath the cheekbone, and then a little bit here. I like to just keep it up here, but do whatever your director says. All right, so now that is our look. It is easy, it is simple. Follow our 5-step guide that you all received, and this will be super easy. I'm going to touch on a few things here. So if you have a darker skin tone, and we will try and do another one of these on a darker skin tone, the nice thing about this palette is it works for everybody. So we did light, medium, dark liner. If you have a darker skin tone, I would start here with your light, or this one. I would do that in the corner here. So we'll demo that a little. I love this burgundy color. Okay, close your eyes. So you would add that right here instead of the brown that we used, and that's going to show up beautifully on a darker skin tone. Okay, you can use it even on a light skin tone, just a different look. Okay, you can also use this color for that purpose. A little liner fall on Tati's cheek here. All right, so different ways to wear this. So you can put this in the corner. You can put this in the corner if you have a really dark skin tone. And then this is a beautiful kind of brown, earthy color that you can use all over the lid if you have a darker skin tone. So to recap, we did this, 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 and the black on Tatiana. If you have a darker skin tone, I would start here perhaps, or here for your all over color. Do one of these as your V right here. And then again, use the black as your liner. The gold, or if you have a silver accent, I like to just use my finger. And you're just gonna, close your eyes, we're just gonna tap that in. And this is a great thing to do at the very end, okay? All right, so that is our finished look. It is simple, easy, looks beautiful. If you guys have questions about your palettes, feel free to DM us, email us. If there's anything else we can address in these, let us know. Also, a little PSA announcement. We have gotten some feedback from these palettes. The beautiful thing about this palette is that it holds all these shades. So you've got 13 colors in here, which is amazing that you can have that much in this little palette. As The bad thing about this palette, however, we have heard from a few of you that the corners are coming off. These palettes are, all our products are made in America. These palettes are probably made overseas. And so perhaps the glue that they used was not tight. Just secure that with some Gorilla Glue or super glue. You can even pull it off if you see that it's coming, and just re-glue the whole thing so that your palette doesn't fall off. But the product inside is unbelievable, and this is a great way to carry all these colors in this one palette. So I apologize for that, but just secure it. Nothing is wrong with the palette or the colors. And thank you for tuning in today. Like I said, if you want us to demo anything else for you, let us know. We are happy to do that.